So can you tell us about your team? I know that they're very competent, but just brag about them.
Sure. Well, our CTO, for instance, is the ex-CTO of Sony PlayStation Europe. Our commercial director is ex-vice president of Electronic Arts Europe. We have Doug Dyer in the US, who founded Warner Home Mobile Games and THQ Games. Our head of marketing was head of marketing for Konami Europe. So we've got a very, very strong and experienced team who understand the entertainment sector.
All right. One last question about the token utility. Because the token volatility is very high. Which platform are you based on? Ethereum or what?
Yes.
Okay. Then another question is, how are you going to handle the volatility and the low speed?
Well, we are probably going to use Stellar within the economy. So for any internal transactions, for speed and for cost, because there'll be small transactions, we'll be using Stellar. It's only when the user wants to exit the ecosystem with their tokens, that's when we convert it back to the Ethereum.
All right. Okay. So what about the adoption of coins, your coins? I mean, from the user point of view, or especially from the company's point of view.
Yes. How do you mean? Well,
because you already said that they are very interested. They are very up to the challenge, right? I mean, your potential business partners.
Oh, you're talking about the games company?
Yeah, because they are paid in token, and the token, like I said already. Okay, let's just ignore the speed because you're gonna use Stellar, and most probably, but I still speed is very important, actually, right? I mean, because they want to buy it, yeah.
But on the game side, bear in mind, I said the game side on the subscription basis is going to be in fiat. That's the only fiat component. So the user will pay, let's say, $5 a month, like Netflix, to consume all the content. And if you as a games company have a game that's really successful, we calculate the overall amount of time, the percentage of time all the users have spent playing your game. So let's say our subscription in 1 month is $1 million, and everyone has spent an average of 10% of their time playing your game. You will get 10% of that subscription element, and that will be in fiat. The in-app purchases, however, will be in crypto. So there will be a mix, and the games companies don't have a problem.
In a purchase, like buying a sword?
Yeah. So that will be in our currency. So the games, the access to the games themselves are in fiat, but any activity within the economy itself will be based on the coin.
Okay, so what it says is that actually the companies will receive fiat money in their payments.
In the payments,
yeah.
But they will also receive a monthly transaction. Well, it could be an instant transaction from the token sales of any digital assets within the game.
And the users will only use your tokens for their transactions?
Yes, they have to use the tokens for transactions.
For instance, somebody wants to buy a creation, he has to pay by tokens?
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't in the
sector. But if a company comes along and they want to build a theme park, the example we mentioned before, they buy a portal, right? And there will be a limited number of portals for this sort of use. So they buy a portal, they will decide how much to charge people to access their theme park. We obviously take a percentage of that, but that entry fee will be on our token.
Oh, what do you mean by entry fee?
Well, if they decide to charge, I'm talking about if it's a theme park, they will charge an entry fee to the user. So if you want to play in their virtual reality theme park, they may want to charge you the equivalent of $1 or a
Okay, then, outside this portal thing, all right, there's only few portals. So mostly what's going to be is, they're going to use your platform as a distribution channel, right?
Yes.
So in that case, how do they pay? There's a game, right? I mean, a user using your platform will find the game, right?
Yes.
In that case, you're going to get paid by it, right?
Yeah, but the games are done under the subscription. If a company wants to buy a portal to create something like a theme park, that's an entirely different pillar.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, that's different. I'm talking
is
about
this what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about your core business. Your core business is more like a portal, right?
Yes.
right? And you're working as a distribution channel for the VR companies, right?
Yes, for the games companies.
Yeah, in that case, the user will have to pay a subscription fee to the company, right?
No, they pay it to us.
All right, in tokens?
No, in fiat. This is what I'm saying. So it's a Netflix type subscription. You can walk around Terra Virtua, as I say, access it for free. You have a look at the trailers. You think, oh, there's a lot of cool games here. I want to play these games. So you pay your monthly subscription in fiat, and let's say it's $5 a month. And then that gives you access to all of the games.
All right, and then I understood.
Okay.
So you analyze the traffic and you apportion it, and then you allocate the money.
Absolutely.
And then you take a piece out of it.
Yes.
And that's in fiat.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Of course, it's in fiat.
Yeah, because it's paid in fiat.
Yeah.
So.
But
yes.
in case it's a portal, he wants to create a portal, right? I mean,
that's different things.
Yeah,
so that's not games related. That is, as I say, if a company wants to make a racetrack or they want to make a different sort of experience, because there's a lot of creativity emerging from the VR entertainment side.
But they are using your platform to build it.
They're using, they could use our platform to build it, or they can just use their own, they can build it in Unity.
I mean, if they use their own, it's a different story, right? Because that's just, in that case, you're just a distribution channel.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
But we are giving them access to potentially millions of players.
Yeah,
and
I'm
users.
just dividing it because it's just complicating things right now. Okay, I'm just trying to make them understand. Okay, so
yes.
One thing is the main business is this distribution channel. The other thing is actually using your platform to build something like a theme park or like a racetrack,
Yes.
virtual racetrack.
Well, there's two elements. I'm trying not to complicate. There are two elements here. One is we are creating this tool that will allow everyone to make their own experiences. And I'm talking about the public. I'm not talking about corporates. I'm talking about, like Minecraft, where people like to build things, giving them that opportunity. That's something separate. If a corporate comes along and they have a development team and they decide they want to build a racetrack or something or some sort of VR experience, we will host it on Terra Virtua. They will pay for that portal, for that real estate, if you like, but it's infinite in terms of.
What is the purpose for these guys to build this real estate on your platform? You understand what I'm saying? Because they can just build by themselves and use you as a distribution channel.
They can build it. They need somewhere to host it. We are.
I mean, they can host it, right? I mean, that's what all other.
If they want to host it, yeah, but where are they going to get the users from? We will automatically deliver, hopefully, millions of users. We will have an ecosystem of
That's
a great number of users. Yeah.
They can just use you as a distribution channel. They don't have to build it on your platform.
No.
Because all the companies, okay, they are not portal. Okay, they're not building a portal. They're just using you as a distribution channel. What they basically do is they're buying your user community, right?
Yes.
Right?
They're getting access to the user community.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it will be built. It will have to be imported. We have an API. So if they build, let's stick to theme park. It's easy. If they build a theme park, they have to incorporate the API to give access to that theme park within Terra Virtua.
Right.
So there will be a portal, a gate that users can go through, and the user will have to pay whatever that company elects to charge, and it's pretty straightforward.
All right. Oh, I'm lost. I'm really lost. I mean, if I'm lost, I think these guys are all lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because right now I don't understand, because the API, I understand, because they want to use your platform basically, okay, because you already have the user, so they want to build a theme park and then plug it, and then they're going to use your community, right?
Yeah.
As customers, right?
Yes.
What is the other portion then? I thought the other portion was the same, like VR companies, they already have the game.
Yes, that's right. They have the game. They incorporate the API, which means the game can be hosted on our platform.
But API, why do you have just few APIs? I mean, you can just distribute it to like 100 companies. Why do you have just few? You said that, right? I mean, you only have few slots to give to these, car racing, virtual car racing, virtual theme park.
Yes, we have. The games will be unlimited, right? So the games, there will be unlimited. When I say portal, maybe that's the confusing term.
It's very confusing. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I normally explain this with the actual video or the device itself, so you can see it. Think of a 3D world, okay? Think of it, I always describe it as a futuristic shopping mall. So you go into this futuristic shopping mall and there are hundreds of doors, but instead of each door leading to a store, each door leads to a different experience, whether it's a game or whether it's a sports event or whatever.
Understood.
Okay. So all the doors to games will be unlimited. So we'll have an unlimited number of games. We're not setting a limit on that.
And that part is linked by an API?
Yeah, well, the game needs to have an API in order to, as I say, I'm not over technical, but in order to be compatible with Terra Virtua, there has to be a gateway, there has to be, and also any internal currency has to be converted to our token.
But what about the other thing, the virtual theme part, the virtual racing track?
Okay, so there would be a separate section in this shopping mall, okay, which would be third-party experiences. Let's call them experiences. And a company will buy one of those portals, which is a doorway, which will lead to their theme park. When they develop the theme park themselves with their own developers, to simplify it, we upload it into our ecosystem, right? The API integrates it into our ecosystem, and it's there. It's hosted within Terra Virtua.
It's not like a door?
It would be, I mean, visually, yes, it would be like a door. Yeah, exactly.
But it's different from the other doors?
It's just a visual gateway. I mean, it is hosted on Terra Virtua. It's not hosted by the client themselves. All of these experiences, whether they're games, sports, everything.
But the other ones are hosted by the clients, right? The other doors. To hundreds of thousands of games.
The games will be hosted by us. All hosted, so they will exist on our servers.
So why do you say you have only a few slots for that?
Because the slots will be for brands or corporates who want to create businesses, if you like, and use the Terra Virtua ecosystem to, as long as it's entertainment, it has to be entertainment based. So there will be a limited number of, because we have to curate. We also have to curate the content.
Okay, understood.
We've got to make sure it's friendly.
Right. I mean, you should have said that in the first place because, it's really confusing. So what I'm talking about is that, all the doors, they are the same. I mean, it's the same plugin, right? It's the same plugin, but the difference is these are VL games.
Yes.
But the few slots are allocated for actually different purposes.
Yes, for different experiences.
Yes, like I said, it could be advertisement, it could be a theme park. It's not VR game. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's not a game.
All right.
No,
but the plugin is the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because if they host a game, by themselves, then they are not connected to your system. They are hosting by themselves, right?
Yeah.
In that case, they're not connected to your system because they have to host it on your ecosystem.
It has to be, yes.
To get access to your, and that's why you have this API.
Yes.
Because it's your server environment.
That's right.
All right. Okay.
Apologies for that. I didn't mean to complicate it. I was trying to answer as best as possible.
Well, I mean, no, it's understood, but I was really confused. Now it makes sense. All right. I mean, that's going to be a huge revenue driver.
We hope so. I mean, it's an ambitious plan,
right.
And that's why we need the right team, and that's why, I think we've pretty much got it planned out. There will be stuff like you brought up before that we haven't anticipated. Stuff will come up. There will be new sorts of entertainment experiences that haven't been thought of. VR is very, very different, and with that will come new and innovative concepts that haven't existed before. Immersive reality is so very different.
And another thing is, I just want to make sure to these guys, so the subscription means that, these general VR games, they are plugged into the platform. They're going to get paid by a subscription fee basis.
Yes.
And you take out, by the traffic, you will take out a percentage out of it.
Yes.
But on the other hand, these few slots for actually, kind of, corporate advertisement, creating a virtual theme park, for instance, by Disney. I mean, this is different because they have to pay actually to do that. You guys.
Yes.
Now understood.
They have to pay for the real estate, and then we also take a percentage of their revenues.
Is that upfront one time, or is it like a rent?
It's a one. Well, we will have various categories. We'll have various
and it's
tiers.
paid on your token.
It's paid on our token.
Yeah, but
yes.
Again, once they are up and running, have a subscription fee. In that case, it's the same as fiat, and you take out, a portion of
no,
it.
that will all be on our token. So they will have to charge. If they charge, let's say it's a theme park.
But why is it different between them and the other guys, the general guys? Because the general guys, the VR games, okay? I mean, they will
Yes.
take it by fiat, right?
Their games, they're covered under the subscription. If you build a theme park, you're a corporate, you build a theme park, you decide how much you want to charge for entry. This is not covered under the subscription. You will want to create your own business. So you've built this theme park, you've invested millions of dollars creating this virtual reality theme park. You decide you may want to charge $20, $50, $2, whatever it is. You decide how much you want to charge.
Or you can do it on a subscription basis? No, right?
They could do it on a subscription basis, but again, anything apart from the games would have to be charged via the site.
All right. I mean, again, why is the reason you only receive tokens for that particular real estates?
Well, it's not just that. There will be other transactions. The marketplace, for instance, for digital assets, for skins, for customizations of your avatar, and anything that what we've got to figure out is.
I know why you do this. I know why you do this because these general VR games, they already actually have a running business, right? And it's going to be in fiat,
Yes.
so you're going to accommodate it,
Yes.
right? On the other hand, these few slots, they're actually
They're
case
being
by case
created
basis.
specifically
right. So you have more like an upper hand, in negotiating, right?
Well,
Because
yes,
they're
yes.
creating they want to
Yes.
create their own ecosystem right now, and you can ask, you have to pay in a token.
Yes.
If you don't want it, then forget it.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
in your case, token is much better than
Yes,
fiat money, right? Because it's
of
your
course,
token.
It's our token.
All right, I
That
got
makes
you.
sense.
All right, Gary, that was the difficult
Thanks, Tom. I'm sorry
challenge.
about that. Yes,
you
yeah.
challenged me.
I'm
okay?
I'm jet lagged.
I'm supposed to challenge you, and you challenge me.
Good.
That's the problem.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I'm pissed off.
I put it down to jet
No,
lag.
I'm kidding. All right. Anyway, do you have any last words for the? I think we really comprehensively covered it.
No, I just check out our website, terravirtua.io, for more information. They'll give you more details, probably a lot simpler than I described it, but I am very, very tired. I apologize.
And you have a demo version on that?
There's a good video, the demo version, the companion app will be ready in 2 months, and then we'll be launching a beta test of the platform very, very early next year.
And when is it fully commercialized?
We're hoping by the end of Q1, so by the end of March 2019.
All right. I think there will be a lot of anticipating viewers
so.
out there.
I hope so. It's looking great. It
All right.
really is. It's
Okay. Okay, this was Tom Koo live channel. I'm Tom Koo, and he took the challenge very wide. And get ready for the next challenge. I see you.
Bye.
Thank you very much.